Alright, it's time for a little recipe here today, and we're gonna be frying these split peas. It's something you're really gonna like. All I need you to have is four ingredients: ketchup, oil, salt, and split peas. You could use like lentils or some other stuff if you don't have split peas. These days, you can find split peas at the stores, like Whole Foods or something, or like there's a lot of stores. So I mean, if you do find split peas and have some, here's what you can do with it. And you're gonna need a blender. I'm warming up this pan. If you do have cilantro or any type of leafy greens or an onion, you can add it to the blender. So what I did here was I soaked the split peas. I put water in, I soaked it. I, after soaking it about 6-7 hours, so the oil's already in here. So the oil is already in here, and reason why I put so little oil, it's not like reason why I didn't put like a whole bunch of oil like you're deep frying some French fries or something. I didn't put that much is because a lot of people might mess up on this blending, and it might get too much liquid, and then if it's too much oil, then it's gonna be falling apart. So that's why I put a little bit of oil so it doesn't fall apart. So let's get this started, all right? So you know, people will mess up. We want it really thick, but if people will mess up, it's not gonna be perfect. So we don't still want to keep it looking good. So let me get started with the blending. I got this. Now when I say water, we're gonna have very little water. Actually, this is blending pretty well without water already. Wow. Like very little. Because very little. This is fine. This is fine. And I forgot to add the salt, so let me add the salt. Take some of the salt. And let me mix the salt in now. I'll do this later. Alright, so this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be a little thick. As you see, it's not all perfectly blended. But and like I said, if you mess up, it's not a big deal. That's why I didn't put a lot of oil in there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do. Like I said, you could have added like a cilantro, spinach, or onion or something to this. Doesn't have to be just the split peas. Now you roll it up like that. I'm gonna put it in. It's like a 10-minute recipe. It's real quick. Sometimes it might take you a little longer, sometimes a little less. I don't know. Depends how it goes for you. And you know, just rolling it up and putting it in. Some of these might be a little too big. Make some smaller ones here. That one is way too big right there. Alright, so I got 6 of them in there. Let me wash my hands first and let me show you what it looks like. Alright. Well, how long? It's been 6 minutes, so this is gonna only need to fry. Oh my god, I turned the heat off. This is only gonna need to fry in probably a couple minutes. So I accidentally turned it off and I forgot to turn it back on. It'll only take a couple minutes, but this thing is not as hot. So right now, this is a really good recipe. Like I said, I have another video like this where I did add some kale and onion. So I mean, that's something you could definitely add to it, but it's not something you really need. I mean, the main thing you need is split peas. You need split peas and you need oil. I mean, those are the main things. Ketchup and salt is optional. And after that, like I said, onion, something is optional. And when I go to India, I'll be showing you guys some really, really good recipes. I mean, I always got some good stuff, so you can check it out. Right now we're at 7:21, and I'm gonna turn it over now a little bit. I'm sorry for the lighting. It's not perfect. I mean, it is kind of dark in here. I mean, it's really tough, but you do the best you can, right? As long as we're getting the job done, right? Like I said, if you guys cannot blend it like thick, like this is not perfect hair even. Like I usually do a better job than this, but sometimes, it depends on how much you put in the blender, how long you soak it, or how much water you put. You might mess up a little bit. It's gonna start falling apart, which is fine. That's why I don't put a lot of oil in here, Why not give one a try? Small one here. Let's give one of these a try. As you see, all the split peas is not blended even. It's not, it's still fine. So let me give one a try right now. This is done. They're done. I mean, this is really hot. This is really hot. You see me? It's done. And it's good. This is how you make these. They are done. If you have a napkin, yeah, we can get some of the oil soaked out of there. We can get some of the oil soaked out. And I like to always unplug this stuff. You don't want to leave them on. That heat's us off. And we're done, man. We're done. Check this out. It looks good, right?